this is round 6 of the glasses case. I wanted to make a note that is also in the blog instructions. It says that when you switch to white color, make sure to leave a yarn tail as long as 2 yards or 2 meters. And you will work with this little clump in round 6, which is what we're going to do now. And then we will use the main line, the main ball, to work in round 7. So make sure you're working with the right end of your yarn in round 6. And we will begin our round 6 by working with this long tail. So I'm going to set aside my big ball. I'm going to secure it so I don't use it. And we're going to make single crochet into the first marked stitch. But it also says that we need to carry this orange yarn under the white stitches. This could be a handful, but I'm sure you can make this work for yourself. So we are going to put orange next to the top of our stitches, and we kind of work around it with the white yarn that comes from the shorter tail of yarn. So I'm making my single crochet. Do you see how this one is under? That's exactly what we need. And now I remark my stitch. In this round, you will pretty much see your first stitch, but I still like to mark it just in case I mix something up. And we will work with this orange yarn on top over the next 15 stitches. But the stitches are also different. So let's start working through them. We made our first single crochet, and then we are going to make another single crochet, but it's in the next stitch. I'm making the single crochet and I'm wrapping my single crochet around the orange yarn laying on top. Okay. The next one, it says a drop single crochet round below in next 2 stitches. Whew. How do we do that? A drop single crochet and a round below. It's going to go not here, not in our normal round stitch, but it's going to go round below, basically a hole below, and we're making a single crochet. We're stretching it nicely so it gives this look of a stretched drop, teardrop. And we are finishing it up with yarn over and pull through both. And then we're going to do the same into the next stitch. So I'm going not in my current round, but in a round below, and I'm pulling the yarn and all of that around the orange yarn, and I'm pulling nicely so it doesn't cinch anything. And here you go, first 2 drop stitches. The next instruction is to drop single crochet 2 rounds below. Okay, and we have to do it in the next 2 stitches. So this is our current round. This is the round below. This is 2 rounds below. I am going to go there with my hook, bring yarn from the back, stretch it nicely and all around this orange, and then I'm going to pull through both loops on hook. And here's my drop stitch 2 rounds below. Let's make another one. This one is easier to find now. We'll just go parallel here, and we go 2 rounds below. There we go. That's good. Next instruction is drop single crochet 3 rounds below in just one stitch. So keeping my orange on top, I'm going into, this was 2 rounds below, I'm going 3 rounds below. You see that? It's just levels. Round, my round, round below, 2 rounds below, 3 rounds below, going here. And pulling it up nicely and loosely so it lays the fabric flat. And then I'm going to wrap around. Something went goofy here, so I'm going to redo it. I think my strands are getting separated. So I'm going to do that one more time. I'm going to 3 rounds below, pulling out yarn and pulling it up nicely and loosely, and then finishing my single crochet. One more we need to do is drop stitch 4 rounds below in the next stitch. So if this was 3 rounds, this is going to be 4. This was 3 rounds below, this is going to be 4 rounds below. I'm going there, I'm pulling it up, I'm making a single crochet, and this is what it looks like. Isn't that a cool brown line? So you might be struggling with this orange yarn. It may go down because of these long stitches on the back, but just pull it up a little bit and lay it on top of the stitches and you'll be fine. We continue working. Next stitch is drop stitch 3 rounds below. So we're going 1 round up, and we are counting as 1, 2, 3. So this is 4 rounds below. This is going to be my next stitch. 3 rounds below. I'm putting my hook in there, pulling it up, untwisting just a little bit. And then we have drop stitch 2 rounds below for 2 stitches. Drop single crochet in 2 rounds below, so it's 1 level up from the previous stitch. Then we're pulling up a loop, making a stitch, straightening this out, and we need to make 1 more of these. Inserting the hook 2 rounds below, pulling up a loop, pulling through, untwisting, and here we are. The next instruction is 2 drop stitches in the next 2 stitches, 1 round below. So this was 2 round below. We're going 1 round below, pulling up a loop, straightening out. Next one, pulling up a loop, and making a stitch and straightening out. We're done with our drop stitches here. The next stitch is going to be a normal, forgive me, a normal single crochet, and it's still in the white yarn. So we're making normal single crochet with the orange still on top, pulling through. And as we are making our next single crochet, we are switching to orange on the last loop of this stitch. Okay, because we were carrying it through, we don't need to cut anything or add anything or have something hanging in the back. It's very convenient. So we're making a single crochet by pulling up a loop. And now that we have 2 loops on hook, instead of using my white, I'm going to use my orange, wrap it around my hook and pull through both loops on hook. So you're done with the scary part of this round, round 6. Now we have the easy part, which is we continue in orange and we do not carry the white yarn anymore with us. So we're just continuing in orange and we will go in each stitch around. The last stitch though, we need to change to the main white line. So this was the tail and this is the main white line. Let's get to this point and I'll show you how to do this. I'm going to do single crochet in orange in each stitch around. And I should have, in this round, I should have a total of 62 stitches, 15 of which should be white, and 47 of which should be orange stitches. Okay. Put away some of the whites. I am getting to the last little bit of my round 6. Now I'm going into the last stitches with single crochets. And the very last stitch of single crochet, I have to change to main white line as I finish it. So I started with orange. And if you see, I pulled up a loop and I have 2 loops on hook. And now instead of using my orange, I'm going to use my main line, which is the one that leads to a ball or skein, and I pull it through. And this is the end of my round 6.